Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. I got a spicy list for you today, and a list that actually might even be good too, depending on how the meta shapes up. So, both fun and spicy, and potentially competitive. So, with that said, what are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about Gnar, Trundle, and yes, I know, oh boy, another Gnar deck. Look, Gnar's really good, I'm sorry. But we're talking about Gnar, Trundle, timelines. Now, I get it. I know what you're saying. Timeline, streamer, this is a meme. Not really. Timelines has always been that card that there's a lot of power in timelines. The problem with timelines has always been if you don't draw timelines, the deck kind of sucks. That's still true in this list, but we at least have Gnar, and Gnar is just really strong. He can kind of carry the deck if you don't draw timelines. Anyway, enough talking about the deck. Let's go and look at it so we can go and analyze it a little more. All right then, welcome to the deck. So, pretty much exactly what you would expect from a timelines deck, 3 timelines and a bunch of units that have relatively strong play or summon abilities, and your champions. If you don't know what this, it's basically an evolution of Trundle Timelines. Trundle Timelines has existed before. It was mostly looked at as a meme. If you don't know the combo, if you can even call it a combo, it's basically you play Concurrent Timelines, and then you play the Ice Pillar from Trundle. As you get the summon/play ability of whatever unit you play before it transforms, you're basically playing a free 8 mana card here because you'll play the Ice Pillar. It'll refill your mana, and you'll get whichever 8-drop you choose from the 3 options. And there are some pretty good 8-drops. Leviathans, Captain Farron is just a pretty big beat stick. Dreadway is also pretty good. I've won some games off of Dreadways. I've won some games off of Leviathans. Very solid card. Now, why is this deck potentially good? Number 1. Bandle Tree has seen a surge in play because Ari Cannon was one of the decks that kind of kept Bandle Tree from doing too well in the meta. Now that Ari Cannon's kind of gone, Bandle Tree's coming back, so people are starting to try to counter Bandle Tree along with the rest of the meta. Problem with that is there's only really one good spell, one good card that kills landmarks that you'd want to main deck, and that's Scorched Earth. Aftershock is maybe potentially fine, but PNZ is not that great right now. It's not terrible, don't get me wrong. PNZ is fine. It is a solid, okay, probably in the upper half of the region. But we also get to play It That Stairs. It That Stairs can destroy Bandle Tree itself. We don't really play It That Stairs purely because of that. We play It That Stairs because it's a good, strong playability, and it transforms into another strong 8-drop. There are so many good 8-drops that we can hit. There are some duds too, but we can get Uzgar, we can get Leviathan, like I said, Farron. Also, because we get to play, since we play At That Stairs, we also get to play Buried in Ice. The Buried in Ice combo is just very, very strong if you don't know it. You play Buried in Ice, and then the next turn, you play At That Stairs to destroy all landmarks. Sure, it's a 2-card, 17-mana combo, but it's pretty tough to stop. The rest of the deck, though, like I said, just strong summon abilities and some solid removal. We have 3 whole landmark destroying cards, Aftershock and 2 At That Stairs. And Aftershock and Get Excited is some decent burn along with our Mystic Shots. Real quick though, let's go through the deck and talk about the numbers and why certain cards are in this deck. Now, I'll say this before I go through it too much. This is not my list. This is the list of, I can't remember exactly who used this, but I believe someone used this recently on NA ladder to climb to Masters, which is why I wanted to showcase it. I played it a little bit myself on stream, had a good time with it, and I was like, this is a fun deck, it's interesting, so I'll make a YouTube video out of it, and now we're here. So just take that into consideration when I talk about the numbers of these cards. Because I didn't want to change anything too much before actually trying it out. But there are some things I would consider here. First off, though, Thermogenic Beam, only 2 of them. I like 2. 3 feels just a little clunky a lot of times, and it's just a solid removal spell. 3 timelines. I mean, this card is critical to our deck, so we're going to play all 3, of course. 2 Three Sisters, really nice at countering Papercraft Dragon decks. You get to freeze the double attacking unit and just slow them down a lot. So it's nice as a 2 of. And I've definitely won some games thanks to Entomb and Fury as well, so the versatility is nice instead of just playing Flash Freeze. Also, another thing is Entomb is technically another landmark, so you can definitely play like Three Sisters, Entomb something, and then either like Aftershock it or use an It That Stares. So there, remember that. Just remember that really quick. 3 Zonite Urchins. Really like this card. Strong playability. And it lets you actually do something with the extra timelines if you draw them. 3 Sentries, pretty much just here to help cycle through the deck and find the timelines. After you play timelines, you might not want to play this until you've played at least 1 other unit, so you don't transform this, because most 2-drops, in my opinion, are not better than Avarosan Sentry, unless I guess you need a fearsome blocker. 3 Boom Baboons, solid card. Fairly weak stats for the cost, but giving you a Flame Chomper is good, so we get to transform it into something else afterwards with timelines. Pretty much the same thing with Financier. Weak stats, strong playability, and the big spell is pretty solid. There are just a decent amount of 6 or higher spells in PNZ and Freljord. But Freljord's Financier pool is not the greatest, but it's still solid with some of the new cards. Iceveil Archer, again, like the other cards, strong playability. You play this guy, he freezes something, and then he turns into like a 3-2 or a 2-3 or something, and you're in a great spot. Only 2 Mystic Shots. Kind of want to fit 3, but in all honesty, I think it's a little difficult to fit the 3rd Mystic Shot, so there's only 2 at the moment. Same with Troll Chant, pretty much. I do really want the 3rd Troll Chant, but it feels like every single card in here is really, really allocated well, and it's hard to fit any extra slots for the deck. But a 3rd Troll Chant and a 3rd Mystic Shot are things to consider. 1, get excited, 1 Aftershock. Get excited. We have the timelines as well to discard to get excited. Pokey Stick's also decent to discard to get excited. Just a solid card. And pretty good too, because Gnar is getting popular, and get excited is one of the efficient ways to kill Gnar. Very similar things can be said about Aftershock, but it also deals with landmarks, so, you know, killing Bandletree. 3 Aloof Travelers. Aloof Traveler is one of the best hits for your timelines. Extremely strong summon ability. Helps you just disrupt your opponent's stuff, getting rid of things like mini morphs. I've gotten rid of Bandletrees, getting rid of Ruinations, Vengeances, etc., etc. So good. And then a lot of 4-drops are extremely well statted, so you're probably going to get at least like maybe a 3-5, 5-3, or even just a 3-4 or 4-4. So pretty good card to have get transformed by timelines. 3 Gnar, 3 Trundle. There's not really any other champ I would even play in this deck. Maybe a 1 of Ezreal, but I just think 3 Gnar is so good. Gnar is just insanely busted. If his champ spell wasn't as good, if it wasn't Wallop, I would maybe consider the Ezreal, but Wallop is such a good spell, especially because it synergizes really well with leveled up Trundle, leveled up Gnar, and overwhelm units we get from timelines like a Captain Farron. 2 It That Stares and 2 Buried in Ice. Like I said earlier, the combo's really strong. It That Stares is able to kill a Bandletree, and the board clear is actually sometimes relevant too. I will say this though, the only thing I'm a little afraid of with this deck is Scouts and Burn. I feel like against Scouts and Burn, our deck's going to be just a little too slow. Scouts not as much, but really against Burn. And because Burn just has, well, Burn, so much Burn, it's hard for us to keep up. We don't have any healing. If you were really afraid of Burn, I guess I would say consider playing 2 to 3 kindly Tavern Keepers, maybe over the Iceveil Archers, but the Archers also kind of anti-aggro, so it's kind of tough to fit in some Tavern Keepers if you want. But there are definitely some cards you can trim away to put in other cards. Second Three Sisters, I would consider cutting too if you want other cards. Like I said earlier, the Iceveil Archers. But everything else, solid. But yeah, it feels like a good deck. I played 5 games of this on my stream. I went 5-0. So that's pretty nice. And I didn't even play this well on stream. So we're going to test it out now. See just how well it does for these next few games. And yeah, let's go and check it out on the ladder. Okay. Well, what do we have here? Pretty common deck here. That's good to see early on. I'm gonna throw this away and look for my Gnar, I guess. But yeah, it's Gnar Swain here. Fairly common deck, probably one of the 3 most played decks in the meta at the moment. It's definitely in the top 3. It could be second even. I'm not gonna play this on 1, I think. I want to play the Sentry here. That's a huge draw. Yeah, we'll just play Sentry here. Go from there. But yeah, we got a good start here. Aloof Travelers can hit Leviathans, maybe Swains or Mini-Morphs. So if I can just hit my... That's a big draw. That is a really big draw. Also, they didn't have the Yordle Chemist, the 1-mana 2-1 that summons the bomb, the Scrappy Bomb, so they couldn't have the turn 4 flip Gnar. Also very important and very nice. So yeah, they play Gnar next turn. We play Iceveil Archer. I might play Yordle Aloof Travelers. No, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, we're just going to play Financier here. A little scared, though. Little scared. That's great for me. A Baboon? Sure, I'll play the Baboon. So this is the problem with this deck. Sometimes you low roll, and you actually have to have a worse unit than you started with, like here. Because you don't get the summon abilities. If I got the summon ability, Eager Apprentice would be great, but sadly I don't. But yeah, that's just a low roll. Usually you get 2 3s or 3 2s from 2 drops, but that just feels bad. Even 2 2s are fine. But yeah, we're fine here. We'll probably just play Iceveil Archer when they play their Gnar, and we'll be in a great spot. Could just play this. This one's a tough one. I think I'm just going to play Aloof here. Sure, I'll take the biggest thing I can get.
I dropped everything.
Teeny Dactyl was the biggest thing they had. That's bad. I'm afraid of Pokestick here. Yep, I knew that was coming. Couldn't do anything about it, so now this Teeny Dactyl is going to flip, and they're never going to attack in with it, so we're actually kind of in a bad spot here. We need Trundle or Gnar. But yeah, like this is probably game in all honesty. I need to high roll. Help me, Hextech Anomaly. Alright, we'll make you a 3-2. Sure. But yeah, I need a high roll. I need to find like a Vengeance or something with this. And I need to start cycling. I was trying to save these Zonite Urchins for the timeline value, but I need to cycle. I'm just going to slam everything in. Never mind. I'm just going to do this attack. See where they go from here. We've got Troll Chant and Mystic Shot, so let's see where they go. This is an interesting block. Yeah, this is a very interesting block. I think I'll just Mystic this. Yeah, I'll just Mystic here. But yeah, so I'm cycling through my deck here because I have this Buried in Ice, and if I can draw If I can draw my... Hit that stairs, I think I'm okay here. Like, I put on a decent amount of pressure. My hand itself isn't the worst. So I think I'm in an okay spot. Oh, hi. Another buried in ice. If they pass here, I'm fine with that. Telescopes, no problem. We'll just play Trundle here. Even if I can't hit that stairs, I have the Ice Pillar coming up on turn 8, so that's good. I assume they're gonna kill him, like, Ping Scorched Earth here, but thankfully Ping Flock can't do it. I could Troll Chant. So here's the thing, I could Troll Chant post-combat to play around a Flock and basically force them to have a second Flock. I'm gonna do that. I want to force them into that play. Force them to Flock here, because this is an obvious Flock play. And I want to force out the second Flock, if they even have it. So yeah, there's the Flock. Now let's see if you have the second Flock. Or Death's Hand. Death's Hand will do it too. Or Scorched Earth. If they don't, this is huge. Like, they threw away, and they have a second one. Oh no, it's a Death's Hand, okay. At least it wasn't a second Flock. They had to actually use more mana. So, good news. I don't know. I hit a Vengeance. That's good. That's actually really good. Yeah, we're just gonna slam in for 5. They might waste more removal on this. Or they'll just play Pokestick, is what I'm assuming. I really, really hope... Well, I was gonna say, hope they trade, but that's even better, yeah. Oh, okay, or not. I hope they play something like Swain here. So I can Vengeance it. So I can basically get my value out of this Hextech anomaly. Gnar. Gnar. I'll Vengeance Gnar. I've got Ice Pillar, Thermo Beam for the Leviathan, so I'm not that worried. That's going to be annoying. I don't want to throw away anything with Zonite Urchin. Alright, let's see what I get here. Another 3 Sisters, that's fine. I think I'm gonna... This is an awkward spot. I don't even know who's ahead. Like, am I ahead? Is my opponent ahead? I have no idea. I think I'm slightly ahead, if you were to ask me. Sure. I will gladly trade here and get the value out of this. And we'll just play Ice Pillar. Uzgar is actually pretty solid here. Wrath of the Freljord's interesting too, but they have a lot of units, so I'm going to probably take Uzgar. If they pass again, I might Zonite Urchin a 3 Sisters. Maybe. It depends. Yeah, my hand's bad. I want to cycle. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's real good, in fact. Like, that's insanely good. Hi, Gnar. Not gonna do anything to Gnar at the moment. My plan with Gnar is I'm gonna kill Gnar with Uzgar. I don't care that 8 levels, it's whatever. I don't know though, this teeny dactyl, pterodactyl is getting annoying, but we'll just start with Aloof. See what I get from that. Hopefully I get a boat. Ooh, Grizzled Ranger is nice.
We made it.
Pretty solid hit there.
Put our stuff
And hitting a
together.
Troll Chant, nice. We got rid of Mini-Morph. That's even better than getting rid of boats. Sentries. Ew. Just start with this, see if they do any kind of blocks. I'd be surprised if they block with Gnar. They have to block, though. Like, I assume they'll use the... Oh, wow, really? But I'm a Mystic Shot deck opponent. Okay. So my only problem now... That's fine. The only thing I'm a little worried about is... This teeny dactyl is getting a decent amount of chip damage. It does have impact. I need to remember that. Hi, Swain. And they do have an elusive.
Loyalty through conquest. I'll knock 'em dead.
A little worried of a second flock. Just start with this.
It's gonna blow.
That's fine. So Uzgar is getting stunned unless I thermo this. And I think that is what I will thermo. It stops the impact damage and the stun from Swain. So yeah, I do like that. So now I have 4 units to block their 3 units. And if they do pass priority, I am playing Buried in Ice. If they don't open attack, I play Buried in Ice so fast. Like, it's the fastest Buried in Ice you will ever see played if they pass priority here. And to top it off, I gotta hit that stairs. Yeah, that's such a fast Buried in Ice now. This Buried in Ice is winning me the game. I will not be surprised if they just concede right here. Let's see it. Because, yeah, like, next turn I get to play Ice Pillar. I could have played Ice Pillar this turn, but I just want to get this off right away. Oh, don't rope me because you're... Okay, what is this? Spell? A little afraid of a boat, but not that much. In all honesty, they can't do much if they play a boat here. So, yeah, we're fine. So they got a spell and 2 cards from their deck. I don't think there's anything too scary they can do. Flock and Scorched Earth is pretty much dead right now. They don't have counter spells in those regions to stop this. Ooh, that's cute. Okay, okay. I see you, opponent. You're doing something cute.
Fear the power you do not see.
I mean, I'm just gonna play Ice Pillar and, you know, Ice Pillar him. Another Uzgar? Or a Terror of the Tides? Terror is a 6/5 fearsome that will shrink these. Yeah, I like that. And it levels up our Trundle, of course, because it's an Ice Pillar. So, we have lethal, pretty much. Little afraid of some stuns here, but that's fine if they want to start stunning me. I'll just play It That Stairs, wipe their board, and if I have to, It That Stairs can kill Swain. So 2 stuns, it'll stun Terror and Uzgar if they have 2 stuns. That's fine. Only thing I'm really afraid of is Burn. Poison Dart. That's hand. Sure thing. A little annoying, but we'll just do this. Obliterate the landmarks. Alright, that's lethal on board. GG. GG. Okay, this is the one matchup I really don't like to see. Gnar, Ziggs, Burn. It's very, very scary here. I'm actually going to keep this hand. I think in this matchup, it's less timelines focused and more just don't die kind of game. But I like this opening hand. Zonite Urchin is solid if I just need a 1-drop. Thermo just fits really well here. I'm sorry, but I had to get rid of the aloof. Alright, nice. Very nice draw there. Yeah. And this 2 damage actually matters as well. Only thing I'm worried about is if they play, like, 2 fearsome spiders. Oh, hi, timelines. I assume they're either going to play, like, a house spider here or 2 1-drops. But thankfully I've got to have a roasting sentry. They're probably only going to get 2 damage at max this turn. Yep. And so we'll just block as much damage as we can. Next turn we timelines into probably Financier. Seems good. Interesting draw. Alright. There are... That's actually probably going to be better than the Financier in all honesty. There are... I think there are 2... There's yeah, there's some 2-mana challengers. There's the Petricite Broadwing. Alright. Please let me hit Petricite Broadwing. Or at least a 2-3. At least I hit a 3-1. I don't want War Chefs here. Well, actually... No. Yes. No. Yeah. Maybe. No, we'll take Sky Shadows. I don't know. I should have probably considered that harder. Sky Shadows does die to... It does die to, what's that card's name? Who I can't remember. Pokey Stick. 2-3? This one's tough. I don't really like Buried in Ice here. I think it's too slow. But Aurora Borealis doesn't do much, so I'll take Buried in Ice. Nice, I got a 2-3. Lookout's interesting too here, but I'll take the 2-3. Alright, and a Sentry. Alright, pretty solid here. We're gonna take 4. And then that'll be 5. Don't tell me you have another 1-drop. Don't tell me you have a Pokey Stick. Oh, come on. Alright, so I take an extra 2 here now because of that. So I take 7. So I stun. And I block 2, 4, 5, 6 from this. And then that's the 7th. Yeah. Might be dead. I mean, okay, hold on. There are life steals I can hit from, timelines. I guess that is my out. And my other out is hopefully they don't draw too much burn. Trundle, please? Yeah, second timelines. Kind of sucks. Alright, Shock Blast. Pretty easy choice. I don't have a Fearsome blocker. So I think I want the Sentry, though, even though I don't think I need the Fearsome blocker. Well, I was not expecting that to be a card in your deck. Well, crap. Please don't tell me you play, like, Poison Dart in your deck.
In Avarosa's name.
Start with this. I assume they'll... Okay, I was assuming maybe a block here. I'll play the Flame Chompers. I really don't like this, but my hand's kind of bad. Oh, what? You hit me? Oh, yeah, from the Chemist. Oh, no. Well, thankfully, I'm only taking 3 here. Well, hold on. I only take 1 here if I do this play. Well, I should probably do it like this. Noxian Fervors, I assume. Okay, at least it's just Pokey Stick and not Noxian Fervor. So, good news. I have more health than I expected. Bad news. My opponent's playing Giga Gromp? I don't think Giga Gromp's good in Gnar Ziggs, but it's big. Yeah, we're dead. We're so dead. They're playing the whole transform impact stuff, and I got no units left. I'm just gonna do this. I got no other plays. I whiffed on that one financier hitting buried in ice. Yep, GG. So I basically need my opponent to not have anything ever. The problem is... Yep. So that brings me down to 1. Yeah, so we're dead. GG. We have to chump this. We go to 1 against an aggro deck. Rip. Well, Wrath is the biggest. But yeah, we're dead. Just kill me now, opponent. Oh, that's sad, but we knew it was a bad matchup. Why are you not playing Gnar? Okay, Fizz Lulu. We're just gonna mulligan everything here and look for our timelines. Didn't find it. Game's bad, but we have Gnar to try and save us. So yeah, my opponent's playing Fizz Lulu. It's a Yordle and Arms deck, obviously, but I'm pretty sure Lulu Gnar, or even just Fizz Gnar, is better than Lulu Fizz. In other words, why are you not playing Gnar? Gnar is busted. Oh, hi, Fizz. I really, really need this timelines. Thank you. So, sadly, since I didn't draw this last turn, I have to take an extra 3 damage. No, yeah, I'm taking an extra 3 here because I didn't draw this last turn, so that feels bad. But it's fine. Not really, in all honesty, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Two tough or 2-3? I like the 2-2 tough here. Feels nice. Feels annoying, basically. A Gnar? Okay, we'll just play this. Hopefully I get a good 1-drop. Cythria? Sure. Snapper's interesting, but I'll just take the Cythria here. Good. Really good. So my big problem here is if they have a turn 3 Lulu. If they have a turn 3 Lulu, I think I lose the game. If they pass here, I'm passing as well. I'm taking... Oh, no. Yep. We lose. If they have Poro Cannon here, it's even worse now. Oh, my goodness. I've been unlucky and my opponent's just popping off like crazy. I mean, I've got something here. Like, I can do this. Yeah, like, there's this. This is something. The problem is I still have to deal with, well, this. Oh, boy. I hope they're not on the Treasure Trash version, because if I hit Treasure Trash here, that's terrible for me. Sure, a 2-4 elusive is fine.
Elf, that's not ours.
Okay, good. I got rid of Yordle and Arms.
The sunbrock got me good.
The Chompers. So I get to play Gnar here coming up. This is pretty big.
Are you ready?
Oh, boy.
Spin.
That's a wide board you got there. In other words, that's a Yordle in Arms you most likely have there. Please don't have Get Excited on this. I really need this Gnar to give me a Pokey Stick. Go? Please? Come on, opponent. I only have 1 mana. There's not much I'm doing with 1 mana. Brittle Steels. Oh, no twins? I thought twins or get excited. They might still have get excited. They're just saving it for burn. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a painful Yordle in arms. I mean, this is nice. Don't get me wrong, like, this is nice, but if they have Yordle in arms, we just lose right now. Maybe. I've got 2 Wallops. Double Wallop is strong. They don't actually have Yordle in arms. Oh my god. Sure.
I'm ready. Demacian steel protects me.
This is going to be an interesting turn. Do I want to take this too? Okay, this is going to seem weird, but I think I'm going to do this to not take an extra point of damage. Because this deck does have 3 Get Exciteds and Mystic Shots as well, and I think taking an extra 2 would be dangerous. A little dangerous. Nice. That's a very good draw. So we'll just play Financier here. Hopefully he transforms into a 2-3. I'll just take Hextech and try to high roll here. Wow, I did not actually know you could transform into the same unit. Well, I'll take the 3-2. I thought it was coded like Telescopes and Manifest, where you couldn't hit the same thing twice. That's fine. We've got another Gnar anyway. Okay. They're just playing a lot of cards. You got it. I'm just going to play aloof here. Ooh, high roll.
We made it. Yay. But our stuff didn't.
Oh, that's really good. I saw that get excited, get discard. That's huge. And I drew a Zonite Urchin, so I can discard this other timelines. That's nice.
Anything helps.
Oh, this is so good. The deck is loving me now. Thank you so much, deck, for saving me. I'm gonna not attack in for now.
Baddies beware. Mama's got a gun.
Also, did I say earlier Twin Disciplines? I thought my opponent was playing Ionia for some reason.
Approaching suspects.
Take the wheel.
This is fine. I don't want a Mystic right away on this. Because I want to have the Mystic. I'm trying to bait them into playing a top deck Yordle in arms right now. That's what I'm trying to do. That's insanely good. Alright, so we'll just double Mystic, I assume. Like this. Go to 10. A little scary. In fact, really scary. I could have Mystic shotted the Sand Soldier to take 1 less damage, but I'd still have to deal with this Daring Poro. Just play Mega Gnar here. I really hope I can hit healing. If I can hit healing off of this Hextech anomaly, I win the game. Interesting. Sure. I guess I'll just take a 5-5. Sure. Like, that's pretty solid. That's above average. Okay, their highest was a 2-drop.
Let me at 'em.
Let's play this. Thankfully, okay, well, GG. Okay, welcome back to the deck. So, 3 games. We went 2-1. Pretty solid game, solid win rate. Putting that on top of the 5-0 I went earlier on stream today, I'm currently 7-1 with the deck, I believe. Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, that's pretty solid. Now I'll say this, it doesn't I don't think this is a tier 1 deck. So if you're looking for a tier 1 deck to create, I don't think this is tier 1, but I do think it actually might be a solid tier 2 deck. The problem is I feel like a few of my wins are happening because my opponents just don't understand what this deck is doing. They're playing into, for example, the Buried and Ice at that stairs combo. Or just another reason I think the win rate might be higher than it should be is a lot of people on ladder are experimenting with all kinds of decks, different champion combinations, etc., etc. So we're kind of stomping people who are just playing bad decks. Now you might say, well, if this deck's stomping them, doesn't that mean it's not a bad deck? Potentially, yes. But yeah, we lost. We went against what? Gnar, Swain, which is arguably a top deck at the moment, and we beat it, so that's pretty good. We lost to Gnar Ziggs. I did mention Gnar Ziggs and also Scouts are bad matchups, and we went into Gnar Ziggs and we lost, which was to be expected. And our third match was against, I believe, Fizz Lulu, which that matchup just felt like a person who didn't really want to update their deck yet. They were still just playing around, messing with the meta, seeing how it's shaping up before they decided on what deck they wanted to play. But still, being able to beat a solid, at the very least, tier 2, low tier 1 deck from last season does look pretty good for this deck. But yeah, like, I like it. Here's the thing. Even if it's not tier 1, it's a fun deck. It's a very, very fun deck. I highly recommend it. It's already been proven it can be taken to Masters, so it's at least there's something here. You can definitely tech it, maybe put in, like I said earlier, Kindly Tavern Keepers if you want to have some game against aggro, but very, very fun deck. I'd love to hear your opinion on this deck, by the way. Maybe you guys think it is actually viable. Maybe you don't think it's good, and maybe you think it's a meme. I will say this. I do think this is the strongest concurrent timelines has ever been. And in all honesty, it's mostly because Gnar is just so good, but also because of how the meta seems to be shaping up. Also, if you guys just enjoyed the video in general, I'd love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. Always helps out the channel. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel as well. And if you guys want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all again once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye!